let's talk about my adult flag league, because you guys, you know, I love talking about my personal life. I'm a huge narcissist. I played in 2 games tonight. One of them, I was playing with my old team, and it came down to the wire. It was a close game. It was, I believe, they were up. We were up 5. Other teams moving the ball down the field. They're just moving it on us. And sure enough, ball goes my way, but there's someone in front of me. So there's a corner in front of me. Ball goes my way. Corner in front of me. He tips it, houses it. Ball game. Walk-off pick 6. Vibes are high. I run all the way down. I'm having fun. I'm high-fiving. I'm like, this team is fun again. Who knew flag football? Who knew adult flag football was supposed to be fun? This is great. Hurt my foot. My foot's killing me. My foot's killing me. My hips are killing me. Fast forward to the next game. The game with my actual team. It is the undefeated matchup. The 1 versus the 2. Of course, the other team is down like 4 players. So they call in some subs. They text people. They bring in ringers. And of course, they call some high quality subs. They call people that are like big difference makers in the league. Big needle movers. And one of the moms that I have a giant crush on, you know, etc. She's amazing. And I'm not just talking about looks. Like, she's just, you know, a hell of a player. Back and forth affair. We go down, we score. They go down, they score. And you can tell my team was like, oh shit. From the rest of the game on, we're playing on tilt. We're playing on tilt. Not that we played bad. We went down and scored again. But you could tell we just weren't good on defense. We weren't good on defense. And you can point the finger at me. Here's the thing. My team thinks I fucking suck. Which is like, at first I was like, I'm not that good. No, that's fucking bullshit. Sorry to swear. It's nonsense, bro. My team thinks I suck. Because they're sitting there and they're like, Hunter, why are you like letting this matchup go? I'm like, because their quarterback has 12 seconds to throw the damn ball. And I'm getting pushed up. I had a sick pick. Would have gone house call. Ref calls pass interference. As if I didn't play the ball. I don't know last time you guys checked. An interception is playing the ball. I would have housed it. It would have been ball game. I got a pick. I had green grass in front of me. I was going to go house call. I had a great pick. Called defensive PI. So after that, I'm like, great. I can't be physical. The ref's on me. Of course, we had the ref. We had this ref who thinks it's the goddamn NFL. This guy's calling everything, throwing flags left and right. It was a joke. So then the game gets a little out of hand because they throw a touchdown and then someone runs into someone else. Then they start pushing and shoving. Pushing and shoving back and forth. And I'm like, normally when something like that happens, I'm like, oh shoot, this is fun. This is great. Every time a fight breaks out in the NFL, I'm like, oh man, what's gonna happen? Let's see. This was not that. This was anything but that. They're going back and forth, arguing, pushing and shoving each other. I'm like, oh my God, a punch might be thrown. People are yelling at each other. They're swearing like, you're a bitch, man. You suck. You're an old man. Making fun of people's appearance. Calling people fat. You don't do that in an adult flag football league. You don't call another man fat. Even if it's true. You don't say that. What is the bar? What is the standard? What have we agreed on? This is, again, I am one of the youngest people in this league. And even I was like, good God almighty. The ref had to get involved. We had to stop the game. And the worst part is the ref is like, hey, call the captains out. We got to figure out what the hell's going to happen here. The captain was the one in the fight. The captain was the one about to throw a haymaker. I'm telling you, man, I have never been in the middle of a fight. I have played sports. I have coached sports. I have never been in the middle of a potential fist fight. I am literally next to people. Sam Grease, America's Gone Soft. Yeah, there's that. I am in the middle of these guys. I am going like this, extending. I'm like, guys, this is stupid. This is an adult flag football league. Now is no time. Now is no time to get into a fight. What are we doing? So I'm pushing people aside like the mediator. You guys know me. I'm kind of a hothead. I'm the level-headed one in this situation. I am pushing a 40-year-old man and a 25-year-old. Both of them should be more mature than me. And here I am, guys, you know what? It's just a game. I said my line. I'm like, no one's gonna die. That wasn't met. Usually that line's met with laughter. They didn't like it this time. They didn't like that line. And I'm like, what are we gonna do? So we go to halftime, barely, because there's like 4 fights breaking out at this point. We go to halftime, they score, they're up like 2 points or whatever, because it's an extra point when a girl scores a damn touchdown, and one of their subs was a girl, so it felt unfair, but in reality, it's like, come on. Really? We're gonna throw the book at them in adult flag football? So I'm like, guys, let's huddle up. Come on, let's huddle up, let's talk this out. No one comes over. I'm just some slapdick to these guys. Like, yeah, whatever, Hunter. We don't need you. We're just gonna keep fighting with them because they're messing with us. Like, are you kidding me? Where's the class? Where's the respect? You guys don't understand. I don't stream football games because I'm here to like, oh, I've got nothing better to do. I love this game. There's so much elegance and class and history in this game. I don't know who's in here, but whoever's in here can recognize that football is a classy sport. Concussions, people murdering people, it is what it is. But there's class and elegance and history. Drop a like if you love football. I love football, man. And at the end of the day, if you can't take your emotions aside, if you can't, step out, mind you, the captain who's arguing, this guy, he's like getting into it. He's like, he walks up to the ref, and this is what he says. I swear to you, this is basically what he says. I'm paraphrasing. He goes, hey, Mr. Official. I'm like, what is he going to say? And he's like, I'm invoking rule 41B or whatever. They don't have enough players, thus they should have to forfeit, and the score should be 14-0 because we will not be playing this game. We didn't discuss this. There was no like, hey guys, what do you think? Maybe we should like think about calling this game since they don't have enough subs. Mind you, this is where I get into play a little bit. Because I have been playing for basically any team that'll take me. You guys just heard I was subbing for another team before this game. So they're like, hey, if they have enough players, who cares if they're a sub or not? This is an adult flag football league. It's not who cares? Who cares? And they're like, no, you guys don't have enough players. Nonsense. Nope. We're calling for a forfeit. And I'm like, you're gonna throw the book at them? And they're like, no, that's bullshit. Hunter subs for everyone's team all the time. And I'm just sitting there and I'm like, see, I screwed us here. I screwed us. I made us look like a bunch of slapdicks because I am living proof that you can sub whoever, whenever. People have been complaining about me for 5 weeks now. Like, it finally comes back to bite me in the ass. But no, I didn't want to forfeit the stupid game. I don't come out there to be like, let's forfeit. Let's call it. They don't have enough players. I don't want to play. Henry Ruggs and Rashid Rice, pure class. Exactly. Say what you will about a hit and run DUI. That stays off the field. That stays off the field. You know what I mean? Say what you will about Brian Kelly. That's not a good example. Say what you will about Bill Belichick dating young. Say what you will about Ray Lewis allegedly killing a guy. Say what you will about Odell Beckham, whatever the hell he's been up to, the boat picture, all that. You don't disrespect the game of football. Not on my watch. I'm telling you guys, I coach little kids and I've never seen anything like this. And there's so much more to this story. Guy throws the book at him and the ref's like, we're not doing that. Even people on my team, myself included, I'm like, I'm not calling this game. It's tied or we're down 2. You want us to call the game? What are we, a bunch of losers? Bunch of sissies that can't hang with the big boys? My captain wants to call the game. This guy's like double my age. Mike Vick, another good example. He wants to call the game, and my boss is like, really? Because my boss / the commissioner of the league was one of the subs. And this is when it gets hazy. Because my boss is now like, no, you don't do that, man. You don't do that. Come on, man. I'm like, rightfully so. And then my boss is wearing a Panthers hat. This was kind of funny. We're like getting into another argument at halftime. My boss is wearing a Panthers hat. And then one of my teammates, he goes, Panthers fan, makes sense. I know a couple Panthers fans. I couldn't tell you one characteristic. Trevor Lawrence, the top 5 quarterback. Yeah, you wish, buddy. Barely beat the Raiders. Team win, but you wish. We're waiting for Chris to join. Once Chris joins, I'm completely throwing this story out. But I'm going to keep going. Trevor's probably staying like right there. Right there. Sam Darnold may move up though. Is Sam Darnold an MVP candidate? You guys tell me. So now we get to the third quarter. And you'd think like, oh, okay, well, the energy's calmed down. We got halftime. We got to cool off, drink some water, get into a huddle and really figure this out as a team. No way! Another fight breaks out with 2 minutes in. Another like, hey man, you're trying to push me, to the point where anytime there was any contact at all, it is like, oh great, what's gonna happen? Great, what's gonna happen? People are pushing and shoving like, don't touch me, man. It's like, it's flag football. Of course someone's gonna touch you, dude. So then we got one of our players, our best corner, who's, by the way, Matt Stafford all day. Okay, yeah, he had a good game. He had a good game. He's definitely moving up the elite tier, for sure. Drop a comment of who your MVP pick is, but I'm gonna keep going. Then we got another one of our players, who our supposed best corner, was getting eaten for lunch all day. You could tell he definitely was getting pissed off because his matchup was like 5 inches taller than him. They're like, Hunter, guard this guy. Like, I thought I was too shitty to play corner. Yes, Darnold MVP so underrated. Trevor Lawrence has no receivers in the flu. No shot. You're seeing Dak or Herbert pull that off. Ah, fair enough. You're not seeing Herbert pull that off. You're right. Trevor's better than Herbert. No one's gonna disagree with you. I can take that. I can take that. Almost lost to the Titans for God's sake. But man. So now our corner's getting into it. And this guy is like still getting at it. He's like yelling and they're like, that's it. Get off the field, man. They did not throw him out. Mind you, they threatened to kick our players out. But then the ref was like, we're not doing that. We're not going to kick players out. Everybody just calm down. We're all adults. I have the power to throw these people out, but I'm not going to. Nah, man, we're good. Just everybody chill out. We're fine. Of course, our best corner, he's getting into it. And he's like, that's it. Just get off the field. Just get off the field, buddy. Get off the field. He gets off the field. This guy completely crashes out. Like, I've never seen an adult in my life. He's like, fuck this. He starts calling people. Bitch. Starts calling people all these names, throwing it out. What's up, Americans Dragons Disciple? What's up? I'm talking about my adult flag league because this game was super lame. And Seahawks won. There you go. That's my recap. Calls people a bunch of names. Mind you, this is the same guy that was like Panthers fan, of course. Okay. It's like, imagine I was wearing a Giants fan. If someone disrespected me and said, Giants fan, typical. I've been saying this whole story, I'm pretty level-headed in this situation. I'm throwing a punch. You do not disrespect the New York Giants in front of me and associate me and say that the fan base sucks. Who the hell are you? He gets kicked out. This guy, he's very mature about it. He takes the equipment, dumps it on the field. Like, flips a table, jumps it on the field. I'm like, everybody chill out, everybody stop. Mind you, I'm mad for two reasons. One, I'm embarrassed because my adult flag team is more immature than any youth team I've ever coached in my life. And two, and more importantly, one of the players was like, Hunter, sub out at corner. You're not covering him. I'm like, you almost threw a punch at the guy. And then he got eaten for lunch even worse than me. Mind you, I should have had a pick 6, but the ref called a bullshit pass interference. And I didn't complain about it. I was mad. I didn't complain about it. So we got jerseys on the field. We got people calling each other names. Guy got thrown out. And guess what my team captain does? Guy walks out. Guy's like, that's it. I'm out of here. Dude it's a walkout. Dude walked out of the game. Is it that dude's first time here? I watched the whole game hoping Milrow would get it and they put in Locke. They didn't. I don't see Locke. Must have just handed it off. He walks out. It's a walkout. He walked out, dude. And then we lose. We lose. It sounds like what a couple people in our league would do. Seriously. It's funny. One of the guys actually looked like Sam. I don't know if you're in here, Sam. One of the classier guys looked like Sam. I just thought that was funny. But it's like, you're British, man? But dude, so we lose the game. We lose the game by a touchdown, even though some controversial calls at the end. They called a sack when we had a big play. I'm like, really? A sack? I'm wide. I did drop a pass. I messed up. You know what happened? I couldn't focus because someone was like, hey, someone's necklace fell. And bro, if I lost this necklace, I'd be really bummed out. So I'm like trying to put it on with football gloves on. And they're like, snap. And I'm like, oh, great. So then I'm like holding it. And then I got to get me in next week. I'll play. I think I'm leaving my team. I'm embarrassed. I'm like, I'm not going to rep this team. Show me your TDs, we are? Yeah, show me your TDs. The Hunter, 7-Eleven, always open. They don't even throw me the goddamn ball because apparently I suck. I had like 3 targets, caught 2 of them. Meanwhile, we got people dropping passes. We got people missing flags, getting in fights. I'm like, come on, what's the bar here? What's the standard? Come on. So my team captain has left the field. Another player has been thrown out, and the last guy who's my age, the same guy that said I basically sucked, he was like, why aren't you covering your man? I'm like, because you're not covering yours, asshole. You're really gonna step to me right now? I'm on an island here guarding 2 people because you don't understand a simple flat zone. Let's make our own team. Shoot, I'm not mad at it. You don't understand a simple flat zone. Zone flat, whatever. Quarter third. I'm like, should we switch to a zone? I'm guarding 2 people. In my face telling me I can't play football. You can't even goddamn conduct yourself as a man. Gay men's, we lose. Great, you, Greg, Andrew, Blake, and Blake. Yeah, get Oshkon in there as well. But this guy can't even, like, hold his own. So, like, we lose the game, 37-30. Such shit. Such a brutal ending. Hunt officially requested trade confirmed by Ian Rappaport. Yeah. I was outraged. And I'm sitting there and I'm just like, dude, because every single time there was any kind of call, I'm just like sitting there, I'm like, fuck. I'm like telling the other team, I'm like, I'm sorry. This is embarrassing. This is embarrassing. This is literally embarrassing. You know, normally when it's like you're rooting for a team or you're on a team and you're pretty biased, you're like, no, they're being crazy. My team had no defense here. None at all. If the Seahawks end up a wild card team, I have full confidence they make the NFC Championship. If they win their division, guaranteed first round exit, they can't play at home. I feel like the Seahawks can play at home. I mean, I know they're undefeated on the road. Their only 2 losses are at home. I think the Seahawks, 12th man, that place would be electric in a postseason game. And I don't think the Niners are all that, if we're being honest, but that's a whole nother story. They beat the Giants. Well, kudos to the Niners. But game ends, we lose, whatever, I'm pissed. I literally walk up to the ref after, because the ref was completely crashing out. I walk up to the ref after, I'm like, hey man, again, that was embarrassing, I'm really sorry. He's like, I guess if I did something, I'm like, all right, dude, okay, guy's getting $50 an hour and he's acting like it's like the hardest job ever. I'm like, okay, buddy. But anyways, have a good one, Zebra. I hang out afterwards. And that's why I had to like diffuse the situation and figure out if my team is getting kicked out of the league, and there's still a chance we are. So that's why the stream's late. And just when you think it's over, the same guy who called me a chicken shit loser who can't defend, mind you, he's worse than I am in coverage, can't defend. This guy starts talking to the commissioner of the league / my boss. And they're getting into it. And I swear to you, it was the most uncomfortable thing ever, because I'm like, is there going to be another fight? There's like 3 people here. If there's actually a fight breaking out, I have no support. I'm just going to have to sit there and watch. I'm just going to have to sit here and accept it. It is what it is. Throw a punch, don't. I don't even care anymore. I'm just kind of sitting there watching. Not fun. You guys know me. I love drama. I watch The Real Housewives. No, I don't. But I watch Jersey Shore, Love Island. I love drama, high stakes. It's fun. This was not cool. I'm like, man, there are kids here. We're calling people bitches. I'm like, dude, come on. And they're going back and forth. He's like, don't tell me how to talk, man. You can't tell me how to talk, man. You're double my age. It's like, you're a kid. You don't have any standing to tell me. It's like an unstoppable force versus the immovable object. And I'm like, oh my God. So I try and diffuse the situation. The guy's like, you know what, screw this. And he walks off. And I walk up to him because he's on my team. Same guy that said I basically sucked. And I had to sweet the humble pie and like swallow it and just be like, hey man, you know what, I get it. We're young. We're young. Things get crazy. Hormones and shit. Whatever. I can't relate to this dude at all. And I'm like, hey man, we're young. It is what it is. And he hits me with, he's like, no man, I'm done playing in this league. I'm done. I've had it. And like, I was like, hey man, you know what? Just take the weekend to think about it. But in my head, I'm like, see ya. All right. Helps me out. Saves me. You don't understand. They just need a scout to see them play. They'll be on the NFL team. Perfectly put, John. These guys are playing as if they're scouts in the stands ready to give them a job. It's embarrassing. It was embarrassing. And I told everyone that. I'm like, this is embarrassing. We had a little league conference at the end of the game. And my teammate, who another class act like me, this guy also coaches, another class act like me, how humble I am. And he's like, yeah, honestly, like I'm embarrassed by my team. Like if you want to suspend us for a week, if you want to throw some players out, like no one's going to fault you. I'll literally relay the message and support it. And I'm like, likewise, I'm outraged. I'm fucking outraged. Not to swear, I'm sorry guys, but. So my adult flag league, which was supposed to be like the fun release, the fun workout, everybody's having fun. I know I'm a bad person because I would have got some slurs off if people were already name calling. Yeah, they were throwing them. They were throwing slurs and like all kinds of swear words. I'm like, dude, I feel bad when I like miss a catch. I'm like, damn it. Because there are kids on the sideline playing football. Like you can't pull yourself out of it. So if it's up to me, if I was commissioner, dude, I'm diffusing this team. I'm diffusing this team. I'll tell you guys, I sub in for a bunch of other teams, mainly because I like playing the game. I love football, obviously. That's why we're here. But to be candid with you, it's also because I just hate playing with my team. We have no idea who's good and who's not. We've been playing with leads this whole time, so we have no idea like what our offense is. We have no plays. We have no defensive structure. All we have are a bunch of hotheads who are athletic, kind of, so we're getting away with it. This was supposed to be the championship season, and our goddamn captain's walking off and calling for the other team to forfeit because they don't have enough players. Three big like altercations happened in an adult flag football league. It's embarrassing. It's a disgrace. It's a disgrace to the game of football. And I'm sorry that I'm not talking about Seahawks Commanders. It seems like you guys are hanging out, which I really appreciate. But I just needed to vent this out. Like, we're 25 minutes into this stream. Because I was pissed because I look at the clock. I'm like, damn, Seahawks Commanders has been over for a while. I'm like, I'm late. I'm late because I've been putting out fires. Mind you, I matched with a firefighter on Bubble. Pretty sure she's a bot. So it's just wins all around. So yeah, fellas, moral of the story is if you're 20... I know Gail's like a younger fella, like 20, 21. If you're 20, if you're 30, if you're 40, that doesn't make you above the game. You're not better than the game. Be a man. Be a man. Damn, I'm so hot, dude. I'm also sweating like a whore in church. Oh, man. Anyways, that's that. We'll talk about the NFL now. But I just needed a vent, and I appreciate you guys for hanging through. This has been such a shit show, man. It's a chat going. People still in here. Yeah, we'll take it. We'll take it. Couldn't even flirt with moms. Couldn't even flirt with moms. One of the hot moms that I think it's a big flirt. She was talking to me a bunch. She's got a kid. That's great.